Hello, students. Let's begin our social science class in continuation of NCRT Geography Chapter Agriculture. Today's content: Impact of Globalization on Agriculture. When we talk about globalization, it is the process of international integration arising from the interchange of worldviews, product, ideas, and other aspects of culture. Advances in transportation and telecommunications infrastructure, including the rise of telegraph and its posterity, the internet, are major factor in globalization, generating further interdependence of economy and cultural activities. So, if you go through with the globalization meaning, its meaning opening up economies through communication, trade, culture, as in the field of agriculture also. Like the other country introduce their product in our country, and our country people can use their product in other country. So this is globalization. Let's talk about the role of globalization in agriculture and its impact. Globalization is not a new phenomenon. It was there at the time of colonization in 19th century when European traders came to India. At that time, to Indian spices were exported to different countries of the world, and farmers of South India were encouraged to grow this crop. So please make sure underline part is considered as 1 mark question for board point of view. During the British period, cotton belts of India attracted the British, and ultimately cotton was exported to the Britain as raw material for their textile industries. So which material exported to the Britain? Cotton. Cotton textile industry in Manchester and Liverpool flourished due to the availability of good quality cotton from India. Till this time, the things were okay. But soon it became hostile. The Champaran movement, which started in 1917 in Bihar, this was started because farmers of that region were forced to grow indigo on their land because it was necessary for textile industry, which were located in Britain. They were unable to grow food grain to sustain their families. Means Indian farmer forcefully grow indigo, or once they grow indigo it make soil infertile, and they are not able to grow other crop, and they remain sometime without money, proper money, because britishers not giving them proper amount of indigo, as well as they are not having the crop which they can use. It is not useful for them. So which crop I am talking about? Indigo, which is generally known as neil, that is required in textile industry. So please, all these words are very important to remember. Describe the challenges faced by Indian farmers after 1990. Please see, this is the question related to coming topic. Despite being an important producer of rice, cotton, rubber, tea, coffee, jute, and spices, our agriculture products are not able to compete with the developed countries because of the highly subsidized agriculture in those countries. The meaning of this line, that why Indian agriculture product not able to compete with the world class product or developed countries product, because in developed countries such as USA, the government give lot of subsidies to the farmer to grow their crop, for example on fertilizer and irrigation and machine technology, etc. In comparison to India, Indian farmers get nothing. So when the things produce, the developed nation farmers uh, produce things on a cheap mode so that they can export, and their prices less than the prices of Indian farmers, as Indian farmers consume a lot of their hard work as well as money. So this is called subsidized. Fine, please remember the answer is that the developed country win in the production of agriculture because of the highly subsidized agriculture in those countries. Today, Indian agriculture find itself at the crossroad to make agriculture successful and profitable. Proper trust should be given to the improvement of condition of marginal and small farmers. Here, there is a dilemma. Ki still, agriculture is not fulfill the demand. So, what we need to do to make it profitable? That government and others individual taking care of the demand of marginal and small farmers, those who are not having cash income to produce thing in a time. The green revolution promised much, but today it is under controversies. In ninth class we have discussed about the negative impact of the green revolution. So what are these controversies? Green revolution controversies are, it is being allied that it has caused land degradation due to overuse of chemical, drying aquifers and vanishing biodiversity. These are the controversies related to excessive use of green revolution in agriculture. Now question is that what are the alternatives to overcome with this problem? We are going to discuss the solution of the problem which is arose after green revolution. There are three way. The alternatives are gene revolution, organic farming, and diversification of crop. What is gene revolution? When we talk about the gene revolution, it is the revolution which include genetic engineering. It is recognized as powerful supplement in inventing new hybrid varieties of seed. If we are improve the variety of seed, definitely we will get the more production in agriculture field. Then organic farming is much in vogue today because it is practiced without factory made chemicals such as fertilizers, pesticides. Hence it does not attract environment in a negative manner. So organic farming is another alternative. Third, diversification cropping pattern from cereals to high value crop. This will increase income and reduce environmental degradation because fruits, medicine or medicinal herbs, flowers, vegetable, biodiesel crops like jatropha and jojoba need much less irrigation than rice or sugarcane. India's diverse climate can be harnessed to the growth of grow a wide range of high value crops. We are having three season. We have different type of soil. Here in this slide, this thing is try to explain कि instead of continuous cereal crops which need a lot of water as well as care, if we start growing herbs, medicinal herbs, flower, vegetable, fruit, and we export to other nation, and we import the grain, then we pay less and we earn more. This is what the suggestions. Now question related topic, why Indian agriculture product not able to compete with the developed countries? Simple, because developed countries highly subsidize agriculture uh, in those countries, means they are giving highly subsidized agriculture product. They are giving subsidies on agriculture product. What are the drawbacks of green revolution? The drawback of the green revolution that overuse of chemical, drying aquifers, vanishing biodiversity. What are the alternative? This we have discussed three way: gene revolution, organic farming, and the diversifying of the crop. So that's all for today. Thank you very much and have a nice day.